Hey guys, this is sycknesS here. I'm going to be casting a game of Nerchio here in the bottom right versus M.fOrGG up here in the top left. And this is for the IEM Season 7 in Cologne. And this is a group stage. This is the Group A. It was a pretty good group. Very close group actually too. But there are some very good games here. And I'm going to be focusing more on Nerchio's play here just because I'm a Zerg. Um, but yeah, these are some good games, and they were all really fun to watch. Anyway, we're gonna see Nerchio starting with a pretty standard opening. I'm just gonna try to explain to you what Nerchio does well and how M.fOrGG could maybe do better. It's gonna be focused on both the players, but it's gonna be a little bit more skewed towards Zerg help. So here we go. Also, who is ready for Heart of the Swarm? Can't wait to start playing some of that beta when it comes out. I think Zerg's gonna be pretty well off in that expansion. I can only hope. But it's gonna be fun to play, and hopefully we'll get some videos of that up here on Strat Bunker as well. So here we go. Nerchio's going out for the 14 hatch, which is pretty standard now against Terran. Nothing too crazy. M.fOrGG is just hanging out up here. Not doing too much. There's not too much going on at the start of the games here. Not too much. Kind of just sitting around watching Overlords float. I like the Overlord speed boost that they got. I haven't been playing too much lately, but Queens with 5 range, Overlord's a little faster. What's not to like as a Zerg player? Been noticing a lot of Zergs have been placing well in tournaments too, which is good. Zerg is finally OP for once. Oh yeah. So here we go. We got a CC first out here by M.fOrGG. I like that play from him. Going racks in base. Zergs aren't ever really rushing. 6 pools just doesn't work against Terran. There we go, poking in. He sees the CC first, though. It's a great Overlord scouting path. I really like that. Could have potentially backfired if he went racks first, but nonetheless, he sees that the CC is going up first. That's going to allow him to play a little bit more greedy in the opening of this game. We should just see him pumping a lot of drones, getting late gases here, getting somewhat of a quick third, and he should be pretty safe in doing it, assuming that M.fOrGG doesn't do something wild and crazy to throw him off his game. And wow, look at this. Okay, another CC. So he's going CC, racks, CC. This is actually, wow, that's pretty ballsy of M.fOrGG. Although honestly, you can get away with it nowadays. The game is getting more and more macro oriented, which is great. He's gonna drop the 2 gases after that. Pretty standard play. And I like this, Nowadays, everyone's getting 4 queens. It's great with the range upgrade. You can just start spreading a lot of creep early in the game. Just really get the whole map covered in creep pretty early on. It's a great way to play Zerg, and you can even defend against aliens pretty effectively with the queens now with the range upgrade. Excuse me, with the range upgrade. I like these Overlord positions. It's gonna help him in the late game or mid game. Sorry, for to scout if M.fOrGG is gonna decide to do any drops or not. I like how he's sending him over here as well. Good positions to catch those drop ships. M.fOrGG going to 3 racks with 2 factories here, so we're probably gonna see some Hellion play. Another racks. Yeah, now here we go. The queens can just start spreading this creep so quickly. It's really great. And we should see Nerchio going for a 3rd here pretty soon. He should feel more or less pretty safe. I like how he's taking these El Naga towers with his firstlings. He's got an Evo coming up too. Hopefully we'll be getting some quick upgrades with that. And here we go with a layer. Waiting on this third, really. Should be coming soon. I mean, look at 4GG's units. He has 5 Marines here. He's not going to be putting on any pressure anytime soon. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have some blue flame Hellion. Now this might work, but honestly, going 2cc, or sorry, 3cc's before trying to get any harass with blue flame Hellions it's going to mean your Hellions are coming out pretty late. So I don't know if that's the best choice you can do, but who am I to question 4GG? And yeah, here we go. The creep sweat's going pretty well up here. We got the third down. That's good timing, I think, for Nerchio. Around 8 minutes. Bainly messes up, so he's gonna be able to. He's gonna be pretty prepared for anything that 4GG will be able to throw at him. And yeah, I really don't know if he's got to do something with these Hellions in order for them to pay off, instead of just getting tanks and asking a bigger bio ball early. And yeah, I don't know. I would really like to see a faster starport for 4GG to get some medevacs out too. I like this scouting by Nerchio though. He goes in, sees what's up. He knows there's going to be some Hellions coming. Sees that third CC. Just great scouting timing from him. Sees these Marines moving up. So what is he going to do? Prepare. Build a bunch of Lings. That's all he really needs. He didn't see those Hellions though, I do not think. So, well, now he will. Let's see how he defends this. He's got the Banelings coming out too. It's a great call. Delaying a little bit with the Queens. I don't know if that was his intention or not, but it's going to give him the time for these Banelings to pop out. I do like this push by 4GG though. It's really going to push the creep back a little bit, kill a couple Queens, but I mean, it's just, look how small it is compared to Nerchio's army that he just started making when he saw them moving out from 4GG's base. Gets almost a good surround on those Hellions. But, that push, little poke right there is pretty much cleaned up easily here from Nerchio. Although, look at that, resources lost. 4GG did decently there, but is it going to be enough considering he has his third up and running? We look at the harvester count actually. With that early third CC, that's allowed 4GG to stay even ahead a little bit in supply here, and that's never a place you want to be as a Zerg. Having the supply lead as a Terran is always good, and he's stayed pretty close on harvesters as well. They were close until I think just about now, where it looks like Nerchio is gonna pump a good row of drones here, and he's actually boosted up way far ahead of him now. So he's in also a pretty good place. It's pretty even. I might give the edge right now to 4GG just because of that early CC that he got away with. And finally, we do have some medevacs coming out. And if you can see, it looks like Nerchio is gonna go for a infestation pit with pathogen, and that's something that 4GG should really be capitalizing on with drops. But will he do that? He's only pumping out medevacs from one starport. And honestly, I don't know if I like that. This map isn't the best for drops, but it's still not bad. You have these big areas over here in the bottom left and the right side for where your dropships can just hang out, especially if they don't have any Mutalisks. I like this harass here by 4GG. Should be able to be cleaned up pretty easily here though. He kind of caught Nerchio a little out of position with these roaches. Nonetheless, he still has significant harvester lead, but 4GG is dropping all these mules, so he's looking good here. I like this little group of roaches here, since in reply to those blue flame Hellions. But once the infestors come out, Nerchio usually uses them very well, so we'll see if he can do that this game. Here we go. Let's check this out. Gonna be a little bit of a harassment here, attempt at least by Nerchio. Pokes in with the roaches. Okay. He sees the missile turret, so he knows he can't do anything. Had 4GG not had that missile turret there, though, that could have been pretty brutal. He could have killed most, if not all, of those SCVs. Potentially gotten away with these infestors. I like that poke there by Nerchio. It looks like he's going to be going to Lings and infestors with a nice little roach buffer. That's a great composition against a Terran. Now, I really don't like this, that 4GG still only has 2 medevacs. That's just, that hurts. I mean, especially considering I don't think Nerchio has a Spire yet. So, I mean, drops are just so effective against, I mean, he could be dropping here, could be dropping here. Nerchio does have good Spore Crawlers up, but, I mean, you can find a way around those with those drop ships. Okay, here we go, sneaking around in the back with some Hellions, but see how his hatchery waypoints are rallied right outside his third. That's a great rally right there. Otherwise, he might have lost most of these drones. But Nerchio actually cleans that up really easily, and that's given him a pretty good supply lead. That those 2 harassments with the Hellions really didn't do much, if at all. Units lost is almost back in Nerchio's favor. Considering his advantage in Econ, that's a good units lost tab for Nerchio. Oh my god, and he's going to kill more units for essentially free here. And he gets that medevac too. Is he going to... Yeah, he should use all those fungals. That's a full medevac right there. Oh, wow. Okay. Now he's shot ahead even more in supply. As he's going up to Cracklings with 3-2 on the way. Compared to his Bio 0-2 and his Mex 0-2. Ooh, I don't know. 4GG is losing units here where he shouldn't really be. And no drops really hurts him as well. Finally the Spire's coming up from Nerchio. Looks like here he's poking out a little bit, kind of seeing what's up. Nerchio is in a good position here still. I'd like to see some more creep spread though. He's got it going slowly but surely, but you know, an extra queen with a few tumors, you know, pushing out up here would be nice. It's kind of easier said than done though. It's up to 4 base now, taking his 5th. I like this. These timings have all been really good. Oh wow, look, he sees that all of his tanks are over here. He splits his army and he's pretty much just going to be using a bunch of roaches and energy to take out a bunch of units over here. That's a great trade for Nerchio. Bungling even more units, keeps all of his infestors alive. You know, he just sacrifices roaches. He doesn't really need roaches anymore anyway. Those are mainly for the Hellions. He can pretty much just max out on Lings now. And we should see a Greater Spire here coming up soon. I guess he just hasn't realized that his Spire is finished, but I don't even know if he'll need it at this point. I mean, his infestor play has been great. Here we go. Or even, oh wow. Look at this. He sneaks 2 infestors behind. Drops those. All the tanks just volley at his own units. That's just great. Great play by Nerchio. He's just getting really cost effective here. And look at that. He's lost less units than, as far as cost goes, compared to 4GG. And that's never good for a Terran player. That's great use of infestors here. And just, you know, good map sense, game sense. Just having the army split when they were over to the left a little bit. He had maybe 6 tanks here, and he was able to attack 4GG's army on the left and essentially trade really effectively. Here comes the Greater Spire, a little late, but he is still in a commanding lead now. If you look at the supplies, he also just took down his 4th. I mean, at this point, 4GG is just trying to hang on for dear life. It's not going to be easy. Look at those infestors. So good. Taking off even more units here. 4GG is just not in his element right here in this game, I feel like. Can't even land his CC. Uh-oh. Trying to move out with that few units. Ugh. Infested Terrans, yummy. I don't think he's really lost many infestors at all this game either, which is, you know, Nerchio's infestor play is just great. I really love watching him play. Got almost 3-3 on his lings now. Getting some corruptors for the broods in case he needs them. This is just desperate over here from M.fOrGG. Space on the left. It's just gonna get ripped up. There's no army here. And those Hellions, I don't know. I don't like those. That 2 factory open after the 3cc by M.fOrGG. Those Hellions did nothing. He didn't get nearly enough medevacs. And look at this. All Nerchio really has to do is A move and maybe cast some bundles here. He's just gonna stomp him. If you look at the supplies, 101 to 193. Favor of Nerchio. He's just gonna clean this base up. All those meals go to waste. And expect a GG here soon from M.fOrGG. But yeah, this is just the power of the Zerg. They're operating on 5 base. Guess it's kind of 4.5 because all he has over here are the gases. But yeah, there's the GG. You know, had that attack failed, he had broods that were probably about to be morphed. But all in all, that was just great game sense by Nerchio. And really, if you don't have a Spire and the Terran isn't dropping you, that's a mistake in my opinion on the Terran's part. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Tell me what you think of this video. I'm always open to constructive criticism. Alright, see ya.